Good evening, everyone. Well, we got a Z2R match tonight between Eunos and RoseCitySaint. It's a 1 seed versus a 9 seed. These are among the best in the Z2R Randomizer. So, well, we got a good race to happen tonight. I am Sharky2107, joined by Buzz Thunder. How's it going?
Hello, Sharky. How you doing?
Doing pretty well.
Yeah. Hopefully this will be a hell of a matchup. We got Rose City Saint, who is a robot, and Eunos, who is a machine, racing each other. What I mean by that is Rose City Saint is very methodical in the way that he does things. He doesn't mess around, and Eunos is more of like a skill-based, instinctual player. So, clashing styles here, and hands down, no question, two of the best in the business. Might as well be a preview to the finals, but I mean, who knows?
Yep. So we should have, I guess, a good one. So
Theirwolf, Eunos currently is for the Alliance, so I guess Rose City Saint is for the Horde for all of you. Warcraft people out there. What's up, Euro? You can only do it from behind. That is the answer to that question.
and runners, we should get started here in a few seconds. So let's see how the
Perfect.
seed plays out.
All right, we've got a countdown. Ladies and gentlemen, Zelda 2 Randomizer at its best.
Yep.
And away we go. All right, let's take a look at the overworld here. Automatically, I don't know if I need to explain this to anybody in this channel. This is Zelda 2 Randomizer. Everything's scrambled. Things are in
Yep.
different locations. Wow, that was a one-hit KO from RCS on that. Well, Eunos gets it as well. There's a red Dyra there in Magic Container Cave. One of the worst places to find this, to find that enemy early on, and going to be difficult. We'll see. RCS gives up, but Eunos has a yeah, Eunos owns this game, so he's not going to take that, and he gets right back, and he'll get the item out of Magic Container Cave here.
We've just got to kill a few enemies, get through. It is dark and everything.
Yep, difficult to see him, but Eunos has dark vision. Oh, and it's a very good item, which is the raft and Magic Container right at the start. RCS knows he's only an up A away from that item, so it really won't slow him down a ton. He will get that pretty soon, but I mean, if we're talking about leads this early, Eunos with an early lead.
If it's early, it's a randomizer. Anything can happen. That's why we got the Great Palace being the great equalizer.
It can certainly equalize her. I hardly know her. Ooh, 500 drop. Yep, generous drops in this seed, so you don't really have to worry about experience. I don't think Eunos cares about experience in the first place, let alone getting 500 bags.
Yeah.
And checking for hints, go west to find the boots. We do know that the boots are going to be here in the Western continent. So, not the most helpful hint in the world, because most of the time you're going to find all the items anyways. And there's RCS getting his 500 bag.
We got a lot of desert in one spot too, so
Yeah, the encounters are shuffled, so you don't know that desert encounter may have been spread over all the different tiles that you land on. All right, Eunos finding a pass-through cave. We're just kind of getting a good view of this southwestern corner of the Western continent. We saw the front side of Jump Cave there, so there's a few pass-throughs. So we've seen a couple because I believe Eunos just went through Short Cave to confirm those connections. And there's a quick attack 3 get for RCS. Oh yeah, normally there's a boulder or something weird blocking in the middle of that division between the split of the continent, but Eunos just found a, just a, just that bridge encounter, or I don't know what to call that. That's the bubble encounter from the vanilla game. RCS saw the same thing and decided to back out because both of them are going to want to clear out this bottom section before they adventure north. Eunos actually dropped into one of the forest tiles. It's a good place to get some quick experience. Maybe you find Bagu. And there's our first look at a palace, which is going to be either 3 or 6 down here in the south. And there's a Peabag Cave.
I did see Eunos go in that palace and check it out. Now,
yep, just wanted to see which palace it was. Since we don't have the fairy spell or a key, the magical key, most likely we're not going to want to go into palaces this early. And there's some of the best combat you'll ever see from Eunos, destroying a red Dyra. And he's at 333 real quick.
and we got a heart container in here as well. Of course, both of them will grab it.
Yep, heart container, not a progression item, but it's a good thing to find early. It'll help you with your survival. And, you're bound to run into them. Heart container for both in the early goings. And Eunos doesn't have much more of this to clear out and explore. And it looks like it's the same for RCS. They both check that. They know that's the... Oh, what did that say? Go east to find the glove?
I looked away. So hopefully
It either said east or west. I missed it though. It was really fast. I'm guessing that RCS is going to get that same hint pretty soon, so we need to keep our eyes open. Oh, it was west? Okay. Thank you, chat. The glove is in the west, so no problem. We know that the boots and the glove are both here in the western continent. They might be hammer blocked. That's the only thing that they can be blocked from, but...
Ooh, we got spell to begin with.
Yeah, spell, not terribly helpful. Can get you an item. Alright. Yep, it looks like both of our runners have cleared out this bottom section. We're going to see... Eunos go north. Unless RCS missed that town. I didn't see him going to Saria. I think he still needs to find that, but then he'll be going north as well. He's just a little bit behind Eunos, but we're very early here. Alright, there is the ass end of Jump Cave, so we know that Jump Cave doesn't really help us. I believe we've seen both sides of Short Cave. The Fairy Cave most likely won't do anything, so it seems like a pretty simple layout for the Western continent. Eunos finding Heart Container Cave and RCS discovering the location of the glove with that hint, and then he will get his spell, and we'll see him going north right behind Eunos.
Yep. These two runners do have different methods of, grinding. As you see, Rose City does have Life 4. Opt to get that instead of getting Magic 3.
Yeah, as far as the experience and levels that they took, you got a 500 bag. Eunos actually got a key drop there. That could be helpful. But as far as levels, I think once both of them hit attack 3, they probably won't worry too much about levels and just go with whatever.
Ooh, a key drop for Rose.
So, what cave were the boots were in? Heart Container Cave. Yes, boots in Heart Container Cave. Eunos got them. Medicine Cave. We're gonna see what's in here. It's probably a magic container. Oh, it's the medicine. Medicine in Medicine Cave.
Oh, that's not really randomized. The location of where it is, but not in the cave.
So once we found the town of Mido, Eunos will be able to get that spell. Got a pretty decent item lead on RCS, but he'll be catching up very quickly. Grass Tile, another free item, and it's just an extra life. A Diggleberry, as we call it. Actually, nobody calls it that.
Oh, we just found another palace.
Yeah, RCS is going a different direction in that northern section of the western continent. Eunos found he found an entrance to Death Mountain. Didn't want to have much to do with it though. No reason to dive in there just yet. And there's Mido. Yeah, most people don't know anything in this, especially the women. RCS finding Mido in that southwestern section, but didn't have the medicine yet, so he won't be able to get anything from that town.
Oh, the high jump here in the town where Eunos is.
Okay, jump in Rauru. Spell in Saria. So Eunos is going to find Mido pretty soon. He'll be able to get jump. He'll be able to use jump to get down stab and get the spell out of there.
I guess the best spell to find is probably going to be fire because it is linked to a random spell, I believe.
Yes, depending on what it's linked to. That can be incredibly helpful. Everybody loves when you get it linked to fire and you can get the cast down to like 8. You can just destroy everything. But we're going to see Eunos take full advantage of Mido. Whoa, he doesn't. What's going on here? Why did he do that? All right, so our other palace is either 3 or 6, so we have both 3 and 6. I don't know why Eunos didn't go in there. That was Mido, and he just ignored that town. All right, he's going back now. I think he was just anxious to see what that palace was.
And might as well check to see if there's any caves close by or whatever. And we got the 2 players pretty much in sync right now.
Oh yeah, I might have missed that. Yeah, he may have went there and did an up A if he was low on life. Yeah, the problem is RCS is only in here for the hints. Oh, RCS does have jump. Never mind. Jump and fire are combined in this seed. So your fire spell isn't going to be terribly helpful since we already have the spell that it's combined to.
And there's downward stab for both of them, pretty much at the same time.
Yeah, kind of rare that you get a sync, but this is this is as close as we get. It'll probably be synced right here. We won't see him synced again until an hour later when they're in Great Palace. So here's the big difference of time loss. It's not a huge difference, but it is that, RoseCitySaint is going to come back for it. It is shield spell in Mido. But it's just a little bit of a backtrack that he's going to have to do since he did the continent in an order where you find things that kind of make you backtrack. Eunos got lucky by going north immediately, where RCS went west immediately. But it's pretty interesting here. We haven't seen the block. I'm guessing, yeah, we just need to see Trophy Cave, which has the glove in it, and we haven't seen a hammer block cave, or at least, excuse me, I haven't noticed one. So I would expect Eunos to find it very quickly, maybe even right here. Nope,
We
that's
got
the
Death
other
Mountain.
entrance. Yeah, other Death Mountain entrance, which is he's probably just going to get out of here right away.
Easy to get lost in here.
Oh yeah, it's the last place you want to go. But as far as if you're just in that open section where he's in here, it might be worth your while just to check around a little bit. It's kind of rare that players do it, but we got both of them doing it.
Ooh, a pea bag drop. Another 500.
Oh man, RCS found Hammer Cave. It looks like. Yeah, RCS did find Hammer Cave. Wow. Oh, there was a Hammer Block Cave. Thank you, Thurwolf. I missed that. All right, so apparently the glove is hammer blocked in this seed. And RCS got there right away. Let's see if this is helpful for him. I wish I saw the difference that he
Oh,
did.
it's
Oh,
the
wow.
hammer, too.
Wow. Okay. Well, that is a big swing, depending on how long it's going to take Eunos to find the same thing. Because RCS spent no time at all, gets the hammer. We know that hammer is going to lead to the glove. And Eunos is still going to be wandering around in here, unfortunately. Nice 500 P bag as RCS is walking out of here. That's another rare thing that you'll see is players walking out of Death Mountain. He may have a different idea of the continent. I'm not sure if he saw the boulder block too. He might just want to go right back to it and knock it down, but we'll see. All right, Eunos leaves. So this could, I mean, that might be the play right there. Well, if Eunos saw that block, he knows that hammer is required, but he doesn't know where it is. He finds Palace 1.
Pretty much is like a nice bright color for Palace 1.
Yeah, light salmon color. Eunos did have one key from a random pickup, so he'll most likely be able to finish this. He did find this this dead end. This is the fake dig shake room, with the chances of finding another key at the end there, and decided not to get it. So he goes sailing. Wow, this is going to be very interesting.
Wow, a lot of swamp at the beginning of it too.
Oh yeah, always swamp. Okay.
Yeah, I think Eunos wants to leave.
Yeah, he checked out that section. I'm not sure what he's planning here. RCS grabbing that medicine. I mean, RCS definitely didn't clear the west as fast, but that almost seems beneficial for him because he's going to have the glove early. And who knows how long it'll be before Eunos decides that he needs to go back in a Death Mountain to find the glove. I mean, maybe never.
Eunos did find another palace out here.
Yep, that was Palace 4 in the beginning of the East. Alright, he's got the boots. He'll be able to go to Water Tile. Yeah, Nightcrawler, I didn't see it, but the way that RCS did that, I don't know. I don't know if he just went all in on that or if he saw that hint, so it's hard to say.
Ooh, another P bag. 200.
Nice, Victor. Yep, so that was a P bag. What did I see in the water tile? Was a magic container, I believe. Yeah, magic container and water tile. P bag in desert. MZX learning about bridges. Alright, so we have the town of Naburu. Eunos is going to give some water to that thirsty broad, and we'll see what we get. RCS is back into Mido for the second time. This time he'll be able to cash in his medicine. Unfortunately, it'll only get him the shield. And in Naburu is the life spell. Not what we wanted to see.
Nope. One of the items I know we're looking for is definitely, for the spells, is definitely Thunder.
That's correct. It is required to complete the game. Defeat Thunderbird.
Fairy will be useful in certain situations.
Yeah, Fairy definitely will give you access to palaces, be able to get through key doors. The other big spell that we definitely need is the Reflect spell. And we're running out of locations for them right now, as we've seen, where half of our spells are, and they're not very good spells. Especially because we know that Jump is linked to Fire, so that leaves another dummy spell out there somewhere. Okay, so, I don't know, chat told me they saw a hammer-blocked cave. I'm surprised that RCS didn't go there. Maybe he knows where it is, and is just, he wants to get the other things before that. He knows that he knows where the glove is, and he just needs to find these spells, and then he'll get everything and do it that way, because RCS is a player... Okay, did we find Thunder in Kasuto there? It looks like we did.
Uno just picked it up. And right now it costs 84. Expensive.
84? Yeah, very pricey at Magic 4. Normally we're going to be leveled up a little bit more than that. I didn't see what the Magic Container requirement was there. It was definitely more than 5. But he'll be able to get the free spell, and he'll be able to get the spell item. But as I was saying, RCS will evaluate the seed and then attack palaces. So he doesn't really rely on palaces unless he has to. He really wants to clear out the overworld. And wow, there's our other required spell right there. Reflect in Hidden Kasuto. We do need 6. Yeah, we need 6 to get that item, but from my point of view, you don't really need that. So this is a pretty straightforward seed. It seems like it's handing you almost everything. The only thing we're missing is the magic key or fairy to be able to get through all those locked doors in the palaces. Oh, that's right, the flute too. Sorry, Bisco. Very, very good point. We did see a 3-eyed rock, so we do know that the flute is required in this.
Who knows where that could be? That probably could be anywhere.
Yeah, I apologize because I blinked again. I didn't see what the spell item was that Eunos picked up. I'm assuming he picked it up.
I think I was looking at RCS side when that happened.
RoseCitySaint finding Denver. He's going to try the super jump to get upstab, and then he'll get the hint to see where the kid is. Oh, he gave up on it. He's going to do it the old-fashioned way. I blinked again, and I missed what Eunos got out of that. Oh, that was a heart container in that P-bag cave.
Let's see what dungeon, what palace we got over here. That Uno's just going to check real quick.
Probably Great Palace.
Trying to get enemy encounter. There we go.
Yeah, it's an interesting spot. I didn't realize that it could spawn in the area around the palace, but apparently it can. And there is Great Palace there in Death Valley, so nothing that we can do there yet.
And I think we're still missing a couple palaces.
Oh, Eunos can't cast spell yet. Thank you, Theorwolf. He doesn't have enough magic. Now we are finding everything very quickly here.
Yep.
Eunos is not going to pass up an opportunity to hose one of these redless alphos. Or orange, I should say. 150, that's pretty good.
Yep. So while Unos is, trying to explore this maze, probably easy to get lost in this. Rose City looks like Found Palace. Oh, is it 4?
Yes, that was the Palace 4 in the Western Continent. We don't know what the other one is hidden under the flute. But as far as process of elimination, it's either going to be 5 under the flute. Well, we'll see pretty soon here once we find the Maze Island Palace. Yeah, Nightcrawler. It seemed as though RCS knows where the glove is, knows how to get it, but decided to go east anyways. Yeah, I thought it was weird too. I think he's just leaving that in his back pocket unless he has to come back and get it. Oh, alright, so we get a candle here. Candle in the Maze Island. Let's see what that palace is. Nobody's ready to go into a palace yet, though.
So no item drop, so that'd be 2, I think?
2 will have a jar drop at the statue. Since there was no drop there, that means it's 5.
Okay, I just got it backwards.
Yeah, so Palace 2 is underneath the flute. MZX, to answer your question, those guys are randomized, so the invincible enemy on the Eastern Continent is going to be randomized. He's still vulnerable to fire, but we just don't know what enemy it's going to be. Vulnerable to fire, but invulnerable to everything else.
We got an item place for Unos.
The trophy in the kid spot could be helpful if it's fairy. And RCS is about to get the same thing.
While Unos is leaving, well, RCS is basically getting it now, so...
Yeah, Eunos is going to see that this is Palace 5. I mean, he's diving Palace 5 right now with no keys. Alright, don't question him, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, and we know Unos is a good randomizer player.
All questions are welcome. Beef curry. Is the hammer always or usually required? Usually it's not. In these flag sets. Usually not. Yes, Eunos is a madman. Thanks, Trails.
He did have a key.
Yeah, he knows that. Eunos definitely knows that because he went into. There are a lot of key opportunities in 5, but he went to the fake dig shake room in Palace 1 and didn't get a key. He knows that that flag is on or off, I should say. And I think he only got one key drop that I saw. So this is I don't know. This is some sort of a crazy play.
Yeah, he did use his key, but he did pick one up in here. So yeah, he does have one key right as of right now.
I mean, I don't know. This is pretty wacky what we're seeing so far. What it's coming down to is I feel that RCS getting that hammer, it seems like that's going to be really hard for Eunos to come back from, but we'll see. He did find a dead end there in the right turn, so we only have 2 other right turn dead ends, or exits, I should say. One's a dead end, and the other one is Guma.
Yep, RCS picking up the shield now.
Yeah, RCS really, I mean, for some, I'm curious about whether he knows where that glove is, because at this point he just wants key or fairy. He knows where the glove is. He can go grab that afterwards and then just destroy this seed like very quickly. So I think he's looking for a spell item. I really can't say what he's looking for right now.
And a pea bag.
And he missed an opportunity to pick up that pea bag with a beam, unfortunately. But yes, Trails, somebody in chat told me, I think it was Theorwolf. I didn't see it myself. Said that he saw a hammer blocked cave. And we saw a hint for the glove in the west, and we saw all the other items, so we know that the glove is hammer blocked. Alright, here's a P-Bag cave for RCS, gonna find a heart container. There is our other right turn dead end. In 5. Eunos, you can't bail out now, he's up Aing. He is bailing out on 5.
Ooh. Interesting call by Eunos there.
Yeah, Hammer was in Hammer Cave. We have a hint that says the glove is in the west. There was one hammer blocked cave in the west, so it has to be the glove. Dangerous play, trying to dive 5. But at least he was scared out of there quickly enough. Didn't waste a lot of time. Fairy Feet is allowed. Eunos wants to do some palaces. Geez, for his sake, I almost hope that this isn't Fairy. Because I want him to search in different locations to catch up on items.
Missing was the hammer that RCS does have.
And it is Fairy under the trophy. Okay, and then RCS finding another important item right there in the other P-Bag cave is the flute. So we have a picture for this seed, and really, RCS is completely in the driver's seat right now. Oh, here we go. Eunos in Hammer Cave. All right, we might be able to to even things up a little bit right now. Fantastic. I'm glad that this happened, just to tighten the gap, because RCS is going to cash in that trophy, and he will have all the tools that he needs. Cash in the trophy, grab the glove.
Have a long walk for Unos, but slowly gets to the item. I don't blame Unos using a fairy right there just to avoid all them jumps.
Yeah, if you can cast it in that room, I do it every time. I mean, sometimes you get to the point where you can cast fairy a few times in the end of the game, and just do it through any encounter just to get out of there. So we have Eunos getting the hammer. I still wouldn't call it the lead. He doesn't have the flute yet. But he's going to grab the glove. He's got fairy. He does need that flute. So that is going to be the big thing, whether he's going to start getting items in palaces where he doesn't need them, or doesn't need to search for them. So I think that is going to... I'm still kind of curious why RCS is holding off on grabbing the glove. I mean, I guess he knows exactly where it is, like I said. I mean, we're in the position that he's in. If he decides, maybe he's just trying to see all the locations for all the palaces. As soon as he sees it, he knows, all right, I'm gonna up A, cash in that trophy. If that trophy is fairy, grab the glove and then balls to the wall. But this is the big thing that may slow Eunos down, is the fact that he will be looking for the flute still. But he's in Palace 3, and it shouldn't take him long to knock this out.
Just gotta find the right path.
That's very true. Should help for him. Well, the RTS didn't do what I think it doesn't really help him at this point because he's not ready to do this yet. So he has waited. He doesn't really care. He doesn't need that glove because he's not going to run into any glove blocks until he wants to do palaces. So now with that up A, I'm fairly confident he's going to go to Rudo, find the fairy spell, or he's going to grab the glove right now. Unless he's going straight to Rudo. But as soon as he gets that fairy spell, he'll grab the glove, and then it's just going to be hose some palaces.
Yep, pretty much going to go pretty much gym and go and get out. Meanwhile, Unos is at the boss here, so
Yep, Eunos attack 4. He's not going to do Pogo because he's Eunos, so everybody just grab your popcorn and watch Eunos fight this guy.
just don't blink, because it is Unos.
Yeah, he never disappoints.
And Unos is the first one on the board with gem here.
That's correct. 37 minutes in, that is our first gem. But gems are going to start falling like crazy pretty soon. Glove is in Trophy Cave, which is hammer blocked, Mew.
See, I don't know all the item caves, so all I know is a few of them.
No, that's all right. Yeah, don't worry about it.
And I want to try to
I've
learn this game. Try to do a seed or two at some point.
yeah, I've done a seed or 200. I wonder how many I've done actually. All right, here goes Eunos going into Palace 6. This right here, this is going to send RCS into a frenzy because now he 100% is full dig shakes. Ladies and gentlemen, get your DO for D out in chat. Broad girl, I don't even know what people use anymore. I don't even know what's available to use, to be honest.
I have no idea myself. Just sit back and enjoy the show, basically.
Because RCS is going to grab the glove and he's just going to start hosing palaces. See how well he's going to map it out. So he knows that he has 1, 3, and 6 over here in the west. I mean, it doesn't really matter which one he goes into first. It's just like, what is the easiest path on my way to the raft tile? Because I'm going to do all those 3 palaces. I'm not going to come back. I'm going to go to the raft. I'm going to... I mean, it's just completely, perfectly mapped out for him. The way that RCS did this, like, I mean... just like completely methodical, got absolutely everything that he needed, all the information, and now all he has to do is complete it. And I think that's what makes RCS such a good runner, is that formula works, and he can execute it very well. Really, this entire race is coming down to Eunos needs to find that flute.
And the sooner, the better for Eunos on this one.
Yeah, if he's gonna find it, I mean, if he's gonna start digging for items in the palaces, he's already lost.
And these palaces that really have items tonight. Everything was out in the open on the overworld.
Yeah, very much so for the most part. The only thing, I'd say, yeah, the only thing that could hold us back would be a lack of magic containers. But I've seen it happen before. There is a chance that you can get to Thunderbird and not be able to cast Thunder with only 5 magic containers. It can happen. Eunos going to have another go at Rebo here.
Round 2. And made it close call there, but as Eunos, knowing him, he'll clinch everything out.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to him if he has health or any health or attack 1. He's just going to play it the same way. All in. RCS missed the traditional cheese lineup method on Rebo, but still will get it done. It's just takes a little bit longer. All right, Eunos needed Fairy there. nice damage kill before landing in the water. That's a rare thing to see.
Take a death, and well, we feel your magic.
Yes, they look identical as far as colors and brick layout. All right, so now we are in the BGT room. Palace 3 done for RCS. Shortly, we are going to see 1 and 6 fall. Oh, nice. Double fairy cast required to find Rebo.
Wow.
And Eunos is going to have a jackhammer here. Took some damage, but got some clean shots on him. Probably only needs like 1 or 2 more hits.
Yep, 3 cycle.
3 cycle.
I most had at 2 cycle.
I mean, Rando normally takes a lot longer, but if you're comfortable with doing those jackhammers, go for it.
Yep, and he'll get a free level up too, because he's leveled up on the boss, and well, placing the gym gets another level up.
Yeah, generous Barba drop with a 1,000 experience points. And away we go. That wild card is still in play, though. We really just... I don't know what it's going to take for Eunos to start looking for that P-Bag cave. I don't know. We're going to see what happens here.
He does a baby fill his lives and that, so time for Palace 1.
Yeah, Palace 1, he already went in here. He knew that the fake dig shake room to the right. I don't know if he saw the three-eyed rock or not. I'm guessing he did. I don't see him going for items, though.
Uses a key, then fairy right after.
Yeah, I would guess at this situation in the palace, you wouldn't really... There's only the 2 key blocks to worry about in Palace 1. And hey, there goes Horsehead. A couple of quick jackhammers on him. Very fast Palace 1.
Yep, not much experience, but who needs experience? Kind of getting late in this.
Yeah, the gem will take care of the rest of that experience.
I guess next up is Palace 4 for Eunos.
Yeah, it's just really this flute is the thing. I don't know. I have to see what Eunos does, how he reacts. I haven't really seen. It feels like RCS is on the right track here. He's in that path where he's going to need to take the drop, use the ferry, and then go into another ferry room. So not terribly far away from Barba.
And there's the doll in Palace 4.
Yeah, Eunos is still going for items, so he does know that flute's out there. Hopefully, we'll see. If it's going to lose him too much time. Otherwise, he might be dead in the water. There we go. RCS using Fairy. I don't know if he can cast it the second time in the very next room. Looks like it's close. It might be off by like 1. Oh,
barely.
The exact amount.
Can't get hit because you're low on health as well. Probably get hit a couple times, but gets to the end of the room and dies.
Yeah, those are always the worst deaths.
Like, I'm gonna make it, and surprise attack.
RCS in the BGT room. Taking out the dragon heads, not using fire.
And almost, guys, well, jumping on lava.
Nobody does, Dig Shake. Nobody does. Not doing jackhammer, but if you do the jump strategies properly, you can get a really good amount of hits. Almost 8 hits he's getting per cycle. So he may have done that faster than Eunos.
It might have been a 4 cycle, but gets it done easily.
It's raining gems.
Both of them got a gem pretty much within 5 to 10 seconds of each other.
This is where I'm worried for Eunos. Where is the flute? Oh, nice cancel there. $20 points off between health 8 and attack 6.
Yep. RCS is going to Palace 1 now. Just go the right way? Well, it'd be a quick Palace.
He does need the flute, Dig Shake. RCS is going to go right to Horsehead here, using the standard way to attack palaces. Up this elevator, turn to the right, Horsehead's in the next room.
The only palace we haven't seen yet is 2, I believe.
Yep, that's the one that's hidden under the flute. Eunos does have a slight advantage here in Palace 5 just because he's seen a little bit of it earlier, where he came in here inexplicably without any keys.
He did find one here earlier as well, so he kept going. And RCS, well, done with Palace 1 already. I happened to look
no
away for a couple seconds saying, well, it's already done.
Yeah, probably only about 3-4 rooms to complete that. Eunos did find that that dead end earlier. Found it again, but still going through here. RCS, hey, Palace 2, let's do it. I mean, the gap is just going to keep getting wider and wider.
And that's a hot pink brick color. Oh, God.
Yeah, not terrible. I've seen much worse.
If you guys haven't already, give these runners a follow because they are putting on the show for you. Now, inside is purple. The outside looks pink. And
That was
Palace 2 was quick.
Yep, very fast. Hosed helmet head. Well, here's Guma for Eunos, so let's take a look at this fight.
Going all at it.
Fantastic. Got inside Guma's hitbox 3 times there.
Destroyed him, no.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Up now, time for Unos to find that flute.
Yeah, he's not diving 5 for the item, so I think he might still be thinking, hey, I still have these easy item locations available. But he ate that gem on top of it too. He doesn't need any more levels. He doesn't even want to wait for the experience to count up. Yeah, he's ducking caves here. This is perfect play for what Eunos needs to make this into a race.
To answer the question in chat about the water tiles, I believe you need is it a raft or something, or what do you need? What kind of water?
You need the boots.
The boots. I know raft is to get across continent to continent. Boots, yeah, makes sense.
Lots of caves here for Eunos. Can he find the right one? Wow. 3 of the left entrances for the caves there, all stacked on top of each other. Meanwhile, RCS is in 4, which was a pretty quick one too. Let's see if he's going to drop all the way to the bottom. He probably will. Oh no, RCS is not dropping all the way to the bottom. He wants to clear everything. The way that the randomizer generates palaces, it wants you to have an exit, or it has to have you an exit after you take a drop. So statistically, you will find the boss at the bottom of the drop in Palace 4 because of that.
And yeah, here's the boss. Gotta be careful, low on health. Not much of a problem.
Yeah, like I said, RCS got everything he needed. It was only about 10, maybe 15 minutes ago, and now he's got 5 gems placed. Just needs to find Guma.
Unos knows he needs to find that quarter flute. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, he's all in on the P-Bag Caves from what it seems here, so it shouldn't be terribly long before he finds it. Oh wow, and Eunos up aid. I hope he's not going back into Death Mountain.
That'd be one of the worst spots to go back right now.
Yeah, he was on the right track, but now I'm worried.
He is going north.
And maybe he just thought he had a better way to get back to start. Thinking there's another section where he can find that P-Bag Cave. Meanwhile, RCS in his final palace placed the gem. He's going to run into a couple of dead ends here, but Guma wasn't terribly far away, so Very
Oh,
good pace.
nice key drop there too. He might, they might need that.
Yeah, it's you never. If you don't have the magic key, I'd never shy away from a key drop because it saves you cast, saves you from taking a death to refill your magic, so that you have to cast fairy again.
That's like the only item we don't even know where it is.
Yeah, at this point, it's probably in. I mean, could be anywhere. Just this seed kind of gave you everything. Oh no, Eunos is going to. He couldn't cast spell when he was in here the first time, and he's going to be greeted with a 200-point P bag. And he can't even pick it up with a beam. Insult to injury. Just let all you randomizer players know out there, if you're in New Kasuto and you find a P bag in New Kasuto, either of the item locations, you can pick it up with a beam. So do so, because it's a lot of fun. Yeah, man. Eunos just running in circles, and RCS
It's gaining
cranking it out.
gaining all the time, pretty much.
Well, Eunos found it.
Yep, just in time when
Yep.
RCS is just beginning to fight the boss in 5.
Eunos grabs his flute at an hour in. RCS takes a death from Guma to place his last gem an hour in at the same time. We're going to see how much the difference is going to be. It shouldn't be a ton, because 2 seemed like it was fairly quick, I'm going to say. I don't remember precisely, but I'm going to give RoseCitySaint about a 2 to 3 minute head start here going into Great Palace.
And I believe Unos does know where Palace 2 is, so he'll head there.
Yeah, he was walking by it earlier when he was walking around the east looking for whatever.
And we know where
Almost.
Great Palace is, so it's not too far off.
No, the way that RCS again mapped it out, you know, he knows how to play this game. Mapped it out perfectly as far as he knew that it was directly south of Maze Island, making 5 his last palace to go into, and then he can just go right there.
Yep, an
So curtains
hour
up.
and 1 minute and 35 seconds in. Well, we got Great Palace time.
All right, so it looked like there was Fairy Cave initially, and now we are going right in a theater room. Unfortunately, it looks like we've got a lockup on Eunos' side here. Ooh, an Eon.
And we
Dead
found a
end.
dead end.
Yeah, dead end a lot of the times is going to be after the Eon drop. I'm pretty sure Digshake programmed that in after the notorious Eon race, just so that he would force everybody to take the Eon drop.
And there's how many dead ends in Great Palace? Is it 3 or is it 2?
There's 3 on the right side. Can we get a refresh on you? Okay. I don't know if we're working on that.
I'd go ahead and double. It'd probably refresh itself, but I'm going ahead and refresh Unos.
Thanks.
Already did that for RCS a few minutes ago. Hopefully everything should be better. So
Oh, it was fine on the restream. Okay, it was just me then.
yeah, I just did it to be on the safe side.
Okay, I can see it now. So it looks like Eunos did complete Palace 2, and he is on his way in.
Like you said, about 3 or so minutes. So gotta get to 9. Not 9. Great Palace.
Yeah, you can call it 7.
See, I played too much Z1. And there's 9 dungeons.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, Unos does play a lot of Z1 as well, so.
Yeah, he's a master. Okay, so the difference is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll see if Eunos thinks he's behind because of that whole "where's the flute" fiasco.
Yep, 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 minutes difference. And this can be the great equalizer, so.
Let's see if he's going to go. Oh, he does go left in Fairy Room. Wow, almost dies and casts it. That's beautiful.
And we got Thunderbird for RCS already.
Eunos' gamble leads right to a dead end. The vanilla 1-up dead end. And RCS is looking great right now.
Yeah, let's try that again. Got full health, full magic.
Yeah, he shouldn't have any problem here. It's going to take a small miracle for Eunos to be able to catch up, but we'll see. It's not over yet.
And you just have barely enough magic to use shield and thunder. Down goes Thunderbird.
Yeah, that was a almost perfect execution. No damage. Good attacks going each way. Eunos gave a thought. Might try to do a skip there in that drop room, but then thought better of it. RCS finding another dead end, so it looks like after T-Bird you are forced to take a left turn.
A little lag on Uno's side. Get into that room. So yeah, Uno's did enter here 2.5 minutes behind. And we'll see how much time he could gain or lose.
Alright, so kind of interesting after Thunderbird. There was a left turn in Jackamus room and then another left turn in this right turn. So we have 3 left turns available after Thunderbird. Oh, wow, and now another deviation.
Wow, you could get lost.
Elevator. Okay, it seems like he looped. Feels like that. I'm not entirely sure if it did happen. Yeah, it did. Unless I'm mistaken on seeing that room. Maybe it didn't. He's just going left here. We haven't seen this before. No, it wasn't a loop.
There's a dead end according to the chat. And RCS finds a extra life.
Yeah, I misspoke earlier when I said that extra life room was left of the ferry. It was actually a drop room that goes into the ferry. Which is interesting because where RCS is right now, he could find a drop that will bring him all the way back to the beginning. And life is always helpful in Great Palace. And Eunos fighting T-Bird. See if you can get a 5-banger. Wow. Here's a room you rarely see.
Oh! And Eunos took a death.
Where RCS is right now, it feels like he's going to go right into a theater room or a waffle room, and probably Dark Link. That's just what it feels like to me.
And Eunos knocks out the bird about 4 minutes behind RCS. So I lost a minute and a half looking for Thunderbird. But
oh wow! This drop could give Eunos the lead, depending on where it goes. If it's a right turn drop, and it is, this might be at Fairy Room or it might be at Dark Link. Oh, I thought that other one was at Fairy. Okay, so this is not the loop back to the beginning. This is probably going to lead him to Dark Link.
And speaking of dead ends, well, Eunos has found a dead end.
Yeah, he's going to be taking a similar path. I'm not sure. I think RCS has an extra life, but I would wager heavily that Dark Link is in the next room here. Oh wow, another drop. Very interesting. And it loops him back to before T-Bird. Now Eunos is in the lead. It depends if Eunos makes a weird play. If he's not going to take like a wacky route, wow. That's the whole thing, though. It's hard to not take a, everybody usually plays this very traditionally. So Eunos will most likely end up finding the same loop unless he makes a different decision.
Because you got all these branching paths.
Right, yeah, there's a bunch of them, and I think the one left of where he just was going down in that room, or left in Jackamus. Oh, you know what? RCS is on the right track here. He's going to go left in Jackamus. This feels correct to me now. I mean, I know I've said that twice now, but oh my goodness! That was a rare blunder from RCS to miss that jump. Nerves might be settling in a little bit for him.
And Eunos will take that extra life drop.
Nice random extra life.
And finds a dead in there too.
Alright, okay, I'm gonna say this for the last time. Dark Link is in the next room. It has to be.
There we go. RCS finds Dark Link.
Yeah, kind of a dirty Great Palace, a lot of loops and a lot of different things. Um, but honestly, I mean, he, he'll probably come in for an interview. But ladies and gentlemen, I mean, that's how you play Zelda 2 randomizer. I mean, you really a way of doing the seed in the right order and knowing where everything is and doing everything. I mean, you can't do it better than that. I don't think.
Nope. And RCS does finish with that as our time is 1:13:04, so give GG's out.
I mean, just I don't know what can you say? I don't know what to say. The guy knows how to play the game. He hosed it.
And we want to find out if RCS does want to jump in for our interview. All right, so RCS will be joining us here in a moment. It looks like I believe Uno's is found the right way because I got lost watching this great palace.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's just watching this game on two screens is difficult. Um, but yeah, I don't know if he went left in Jackamus or not.
I lost track. I was busy watching
Yeah,
RCS.
my map. I usually am pretty diligent with mapping, but that even fell apart at some point. But he's
It's
not terribly far behind.
yeah, that's the
Again,
wrong way
he
apparently.
entered the palace. 2 minutes and 30 seconds behind RCS, so I would expect him to finish the exact same time. two
Oh,
minutes and
close
thirty
to it.
seconds later. Maybe he'll shave off 15 seconds due to execution, but I'm not really sure. Oh, he doesn't have upstab, so he has to do this room the bad way. He can't cast. He needs to just take a death because I saw him pick up I saw him pick up 2 extra lives, but I don't think he wants to take a death. I mean, he clearly doesn't want to take death. He knows he already lost, so he might just be showing off.
Yeah.
And that's how you do that without upstep.
And GG's.
Hey, thank you. So that was a pretty good seed. Really, the GP was the worst part by far.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was gonna say that that seed, it kind of just gave you everything, and I don't know. I've already said it on the restream. You just you had the information that you needed. It was fun because everybody's like, why didn't he go back and get the glove? And it
you
was
know
just
why I
like
didn't go back and get the
it
glove,
was
don't
like
you?
well, because it wouldn't help you until you have all the other information. You don't need the glove. You're not going into palaces until you have all the information, and then boom, you just
Well,
go and hose them
yeah,
all.
yeah, that's exactly right. And I'll even take you one step farther. Is that on the Western continent we saw Palace 3 and 6, so I really didn't need the glove for anything I was going to do in the East. So I'm just like, we're going to hold off on that. We're going to save that for after when we get fairy or whatever, and then we're just going to pick up the glove and do 3-6-1 and bing bang boom, just like that. The only thing that even held itself out for a minute was fairy. There was no fairy or magic key, and I was sort of white knuckling my search for the last town, Nabaru, and that was nothing but the life spell. And then I just took a chance on the trophy, although it was an educated guess because we knew that the kid was in Palace 4, so I really had a strong feeling that was going to be the fairy spell, and from there everything was easy until GP.
Yeah, it just laid out almost perfectly for you. I mean, Eunos was in the lead as far as the Western continent. Just like a couple of little things about going the right direction helped. As far as what you went west when you got to the northern part of the West continent, um, forcing you to backtrack into Mido, that kind of thing,
Yeah,
because he got the medicine before that. But uh, the big thing the real hang up was the flute because yeah, Eunos missed that flute and had to go around looking for that. And for you, you found all the keys and I don't know. That's how you play Zelda 2.
yeah,
I can't say anything else. That's just
yeah. I guess I
you do
have
it
a style
perfectly.
all my own, right? Because people will always tell me when they're watching my races, geez, it's 40 minutes in, it's 45 minutes in. RCS only has the one palace done. What's going on? He sucks. And then, you look up at 105 and I'm halfway through GP. That's just sort of my style. Kulane described me as a mapper. For better or worse, I don't know. I do kind of hold off on palaces. I tend to want to see the whole picture first and sort of formulate a plan of attack before I start doing things. And this seed just worked out for that perfectly. I mean, this was really a classic seed that I sort of, map out, get a feel for, and then take it for the big ride.
Yeah, that's what I would say as far as a tutorial for your style of play. Yeah, watch this race and you can see what it does.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
sometimes they
but
just work
again,
out.
I'm
sorry, go ahead.
a lot of people like diving into palaces, but if you say, but why? Why do it until you know that you can just do it and be done?
Yeah, there's something to be said for that. If something is in a really out of the way location in the overworld and you really don't think you'll be back there, that's one thing. I mean, in this seed here, it kind of was really natural just because there was no fairy or magic key. So you'd really be having to do something very unnatural to even try to do one of those palaces. It just so happened that was the sort of the last piece of my puzzle. I mean, I'm not averse to doing palaces before I have all the pieces, but there's sort of like a calculated risk sort of formula that you want to roll with so that you're not gambling too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, and your
Good.
play style just kind of takes that out of the equation. Where maybe 1 out of 10 races that wacky random play is going to pay off. You're going to win the other 9.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't always work. I just always try to play the odds. I'm the opposite of a gambler when I play this game. I always try to make the least sort of gambly play.
Yep. And now Uno's just entered the Darkling fight, so he'll be done
So
here
yeah,
in a few seconds.
yeah. Congratulations, Rose. Well done. You win. So that brings you to what? What are we in now? The semifinals?
Well, I guess we'll be in the winners bracket semifinals. Yeah.
Winners bracket semis. Okay, so you're probably farther ahead than anybody else because I don't. I
Yeah.
haven't looked at the bracket in a couple days. I didn't know if anybody's
Well,
advanced that far yet.
we do. We have Dig Shake is going to be my next opponent.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and the other side of the bracket, I think, is almost completely determined. Trails is one of them, and I think his opponent is going to be the winner of Lightning J Coper, which happened a couple hours ago, and I don't know who the winner is.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
So we do have some information.
Yeah, it's looking good here. It sounds like some good matchups. The cream has risen to the top. Wow. But
Yeah, there's no freebies at this point here. You know what I mean? Once
well, I
you
mean,
sort of
yeah,
get past that first round of the bracket, you're only there if you're very good.
I was saying that's the whole thing. Like you're thinking, play a Zelda 2 tournament, you're gonna have to beat Eunos or Dig Shake, and you get them back to back. So,
Oh
hey,
yeah, lucky me.
no problem. I don't know. I think you might have the edge now.
It's anybody's game. It literally just depends on what kind of seed gets rolled. There's some that just like this one, for example, just play right into my hands, and there's it's just going to be
Yeah.
a clinic. And then there's others where I will get jobbed all the way, and then there's always the playing poorly factor that happens once in a while. I'm not an especially smooth combat fighter, so if you get a seed that really makes you wait until you get down stabbed, that can sometimes slow me.
Yeah, that was the only thing in this one was I mean that's what I said at the very beginning. Eunos is a more of a skill like feel type player, and you're very methodical. You didn't make any execution mistakes. Well, there's one in GP. You fell down one of those
Yeah,
holes
right at the
in the
end.
paperclip room. But that's it. That other than that, there was nothing.
Yeah, you're not gonna lie. At that stage in the race, the nerves are sort of working against you. It was like I completed a large loop after T-Bird, and
Right, yeah.
you could sort of feel the noose tightening a little bit, so to speak, and I think that contributed to that. Although when you have all that flying debris in the room, that is one of the trickier clip room jumps when you get that enemy set.
Yeah, that's definitely a dirty room. But yeah, that was another thing that I was thinking before this. It was you guys have that different play style, and I mean, like what you said, it depends on the seed. Some seeds will, favor the way that a certain player plays it, and this time it was Rose City Saint.
Yeah, I was very lucky. You have to be lucky. You're not, against opponents like this, you're, just being good isn't going to be enough. It's a randomizer. There's luck involved. You can argue how much, but there is some.
Yep. And welcome, Eunos. GG's.
Hey, thanks, Shari. Okay. How's it going, Buzz?
Good. Thanks for the race, Eunos. Well done. Anything you want to say about it that we haven't already said?
Oh, I don't know what you said, but if it wasn't screw the recorder, and yeah, then I'll add that in.
Yeah, that's basically what it came down to. Was that recorder? Well, the other thing was RCS got that hammer a lot quicker too.
Yeah.
Which I didn't ask you about that. How did you know? I mean, did you just check for hammer cave, or you already knew that the glove had to be hammer blocked at that point?
I knew that the glove was hammer blocked. I got a hint that the boots and the glove were both in the west, so I was already kind of licking my chops. I found all the other item locations, and I knew that the glove was that boulder block one. Now, when I entered Death Mountain, I had no designs on actually doing it. I just sort of did my due diligence, and the first cave you popped in was Hammer Cave. And I was even regretting doing it the whole time down there. I'm just thinking, this is going to be, 2 minutes of waste if it's just a heart container or a pea bag or something. But, I was just really lucky that was the hammer. And that I decided to even look in that one cave. I almost didn't.
Yeah, yeah, that seemed like you had a stranglehold on it early on, but it kind of still stayed a little bit even. But yeah, that, like said, can't find that recorder in that pea bag cave in the east. He took a good loop around the overworld towards the end there.
I was like, I've got glove, boots, thunder, reflect. I'm gonna get fairy once I go to Rudo. I'm good because I didn't check for 3-hour rock. Yeah, so I went in caves and was like, I'm not even checking inside cave because I won't need it. Yeah.
Okay, so that was another question I had. I didn't know if you had seen Three-Eyed Rock by the time you went back and started cranking out palaces.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
3-Eye Rock was one of the first things I saw upon arriving east, and so I was pretty determined. Okay, yeah, anyhow, that was one of the... I was pretty determined to get that flute regardless. I was going to continue to check caves, check everything, Maze Island, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Good race. Well done. You hosed it, and good luck with Dig Shake, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough road to hoe, isn't it? Everyone knows that.
It should be a good
no
match
problem.
to watch, at least. Maybe call.
Sure, yeah, I mean, it'll be fun.
All right, well, that does it for us, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks, Buzz. Thanks, everyone else. Appreciate it. The tracking, the restreaming. Good stuff. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
No problem. Again, guys, give these Eunos and RoseCitySaint both a follow because, they deserve it. They put on the show for you. And thanks to, Jinx Girl and Charlie. Hopefully I didn't butcher the name badly for, being on tracking, helping with that tonight. And, of course, Buzz, my commentary partner, Buzz Thunder. Give them all a follow, so... And let's see what we got on ZSR tomorrow with Baz. Look here. Looks like tomorrow, or today, tomorrow, whatever if you want to call it. Oh, tomorrow rather. Wow. Looks like we're going to have the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Freaky Friday. And that's going to be at 7 p.m. on this channel as well, so Looks like that's the only thing I see right now on the schedule. So, yeah. Take care. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Until next time, guys.